Hello, this response is to Joe's discussion on renovated or buildings being built and advantages and disadvantages to it. One of the good points he made was that building is well ventilated. Obviously, if the building is a skeleton and not completely finished, the ventilation of that building is going to be a lot easier than a building with all the walls, all the siding, doors in place, windows, and all the steels, properly installed. Another big thing that he mentioned that I don't think I mentioned. I'm not sure if David mentioned either. Was the building collapses faster. That's definitely a big factor. That that attack's going to be mostly on the outside rather than trying to go in there and do the job from the inside. So those leaders, the officers, are going to have to determine whether or not that building's safe to go in to put that out to make a quick stop on it, or if it's going to be a defensive attack due to the nature of that building being not really fire protected with any kind of fire stops, no retardants going on, and that will be an issue. Another thing you mentioned was the unknowns. The unknown variables being fuel loads, not knowing the pre-plan completely if you're not there on that scene all the time, if they're storing chemicals and whatnot. These are huge things that can prevent us from doing our job properly if we don't know those unknown variables. So sometimes those unknowns aren't there, and it might be an easy fire to put out, but you just never know. He was explaining an instance with the apartments up in the Seven Springs area. I'm familiar with those apartments and the incident, and I did hear from a lot of the crews that was a very hot fire, and some of the trucks did get damaged from that one. And with those kind of scenes, as the knowledge from these classes are, we understand a little bit more about the ambient heat and the radiation of the heat and the convection caused from all this fire load and fuel load. And I think Mr. Watson, you mentioned something about the density of the structure too. The denser the material burning, the hotter it's going to be. With something like that big of a structure, all that dense material, it's going to burn very hot. So have to back those vehicles up so that we're not going to cause any kind of damage to our equipment. And great post, and look forward to more of them, Joe. Thank you.